Welcome to Louisiana Heartbeats. I'm Sudie Landry, and I have an exciting show again. Of course, all our shows are fantastic. Our guests are fantastic. You never know what you're going to see. But today, there's a Boudin festival coming up in Scott, Louisiana that's been going on for a while. And I am so excited that I not only have the current newly elected 2019 Scott Boudin Festival Queen with us sitting at the table, Ashlyn Hanks, and alongside with her is one of the original founding members that organized this awesome festival. So I want to ask you all to continue watching and be sure to share, because this young lady has already done a whole lot, and everything that Mr. Boudin has done, Glenn Boudin, it's all growing. Scott, Louisiana is getting on everybody's radar. Welcome to the show, Glenn Boudin.
Thank you for having us.
And welcome back, Miss Ashlyn, and congratulations again.
Thank you.
Okay, now this show is about sharing everything that takes place. Not only do we have a queen, but there's a whole lot going on. So, Glenn, we're going to let you talk about the festival. When was it formed?
Okay, the festival, as oddly as it may seem, began at an Aaron Neville concert in 2011.
Wow.
Mr. Gerald Bro was the tourist director, and he met up with the then mayor, Purvis Morrison, at that concert. And he asked Purvis, said, "Purvis, don't y'all sell a lot of Boudin, Scott?" So Purvis says, "Well, yeah, I think we do." He went check and found out that the Boudin vendors in the Scott area sold 1.5 million pounds of Boudin a year.
What?
So they decided, hey, that's enough to make y'all the Boudin capital of the world. So we started legislation in 2012. We were given that legislation, and the state adopted Scott, Louisiana as the Boudin capital of the world. That created a problem, because all of a sudden now we had to have a Boudin festival. So we got a bunch of people from the Scott area who volunteered and wanted to become involved, and we formed a group. We had 6 months to begin the process, and we borrowed $7,500 from the city because we had zero funds.
Wow.
We had our first festival. Now we're into our 7th, and we're very proud to say that right now we have been voted the second best festival in Louisiana, and only to Festival International, and we're proud to have that.
And it's all happening in the surrounding area, Scott, Louisiana and Lafayette, Louisiana. Wow, that's amazing.
It is, and we have some queens like Ashlyn. Ashlyn, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, who are you?
Well, I'm Ashlyn Hanks. I'm your 2019 Miss Scott Boudin Festival Queen. I was crowned 2 weeks ago, and last year I was the 2017-2018 Miss Scott Louisiana. And when my reign was over, I represented the businesses last year, and when my reign was over, I really didn't want to just leave Scott behind, because I really just loved it, and I really realized it was my heartbeat, my passion, and I loved representing. And so I wanted to run for something else, and this was the other thing happening in Scott.
And talk louder, because we want to hear every word.
This was the other thing happening in Scott, Louisiana. And of course, Boudin, the people, I couldn't get away from it. So I ran against some really incredible girls. We had an awesome group of girls. And I ended up winning, and I was in shock. And now I get to not only represent Scott, Louisiana at its festival, but go around the state of Louisiana, and also get to travel to Washington, D.C. in January, I believe it is, or February, one of the two. And I get to represent at the Mardi Gras Ball there as for the Scott Boudin Festival.
Well, I've only interviewed you maybe 2 times prior to this, and I can say, Scott, you did a good job eliminating someone who's proud of the town, want to tell everybody about it, and you get out there and you just do it. Understand your Facebook has a lot of people following what you're announcing about this festival, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And the latest toll is, before we look at it again?
Well, I just created a video, and I went around to all the places in Scott, Louisiana that will be at the festival. Every place that carries Boudin, Scott, will be there. And I went around and tasted all their Boudin and everything that they offer. So that video is available at on the Scott Boudin Festival page, and it is now going, well, it has now hit almost 12,000 views.
Yeah, it's hitting. It's really good getting out there. Hey, more people are going to be coming to your town.
We think
Lots
so.
more.
The first year we had
Any
over
parking area where you
the first year we had over 30,000 people come to the festival.
First
and
year.
this year, if Mother Nature cooperates, we're going to blow that away.
So you have some kind of transportation set up for people that can park at a certain place?
I'm so glad you asked.
I'm glad I did too.
Because we can park pretty much anywhere around the city that's not blocked off. We have Scott City Park. We have a lot of places to park. And we're offering 2 free shuttle services. We have 2 routes that are going. We're going to be picking up at 5 different locations, dropping them off at Lions Club Road right there by the car wash, and one of them on Roy Street as you come into the festival. So you can park and you can ride, and it's kind of like Mardi Gras in Scott. You park where you can and just try not to park on people's property, and just be thinking, if it's your property, where would you want somebody to park?
Don't worry, there'll be somebody out there to be glad to show you where to go. And I have lived in the area where it's taking place, and they got people in the neighborhood directing and can we park in your driveway? That's how many people show up.
Yes, Scott is a pretty wonderful community. They've adopted the slogan where the hospitality begins. And we've kind of, the original slogan was Scott, where the West begins and hospitality never ends.
Oh, I like
Well,
that.
since we've become the Boudin capital of the world, now it's where the West begins and the Boudin never ends. So we've modified that just a bit, tailored to our needs.
Well, I can tell you what, I noticed the difference in the sign, and I'm not surprised. It's very good.
Thank
I'm
you.
glad you were able to do that. Okay, so Glenn Boudin, okay, you were one of the original founding members. And so you've seen a whole lot and how it's grown. What else can be added to this festival that you haven't thought about yet?
Well, I tell you, we nominated Jan Scott Richard, who is the current mayor. We nominated Jan to be president, and Jan is kind of he looks into the future, and he really kind of
Okay.
directed us to where we at. So a lot of our success is based on what Jan did and the people who work for him, because it takes a lot of people to do this, and even the volunteer board. We have about 12 or 13 directors who volunteer, but it takes about 400 to 500 volunteers to put on a festival, especially if you're going to be one of the higher echelon festivals, and we strive for the best.
Let's talk about how people can get involved and become a volunteer. Who do they contact?
Okay, you go to the website,
Is that gonna be
www.scottboudinfestival.com. There is a
Easy.
tab up there that says volunteer, and please go ahead and volunteer. We'll give you a nice t-shirt. We'll take care of you. You can select where you want to work. You can select who you want to work with, and the hours you work is very loose, and you can bring your family, your friends, your co-workers. We have plenty of opportunity, and we're still looking for volunteers. We want to do it right, but it takes people who are dedicated, and the people in Scott as a whole are dedicated.
And one of those dedicated people is our current queen over there. Okay, Miss Ashlyn, what is the next step that you already know that you want to do after this festival is over?
Well, I'm excited to travel to the other festivals in Louisiana and represent Scott Boudin Festival there. Because, there's some people that have never even tried Boudin before in their life.
I
got
know.
a couple this week, and I'm like, you live in Louisiana, have never tried Boudin? And I invited them to come to the festival, and they want to know all about it. They have seen there's billboards with, all our information on it going throughout Lafayette, and it's publicizing it really well, and we're getting the advertising out there and our name out there, and it's growing every single year. And so I'm just excited to be a part of that.
Well, I watched the videos, and I'm so excited that you showed the close-ups. And I'm sure everybody was like, that looks good. I'm here to tell you, I was one of those people that didn't want to eat boudin because I didn't know what was in that boudin. And I'm a transplant from North Louisiana. But boy, once I got the taste of it, I didn't care. It was good. But you see, that's the thing. People don't understand that Cajuns and Creole here are just awesome cooks, and they can just turn something into something amazing.
It's really true.
And until you taste it, you don't know what you're missing, so don't miss it. Hey, come out to the festival. So again, that date of the festival is what?
April 5th, 6th, and 7th, this coming Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
And Sunday. And Queen, are there going to be anybody else on the court out there helping you
Yes,
talk
ma'am.
about Scott, Louisiana?
There are 11 of us in the Scott royalty, so there will be plenty of us to share. You definitely want to come and see us and meet and greet with us and take pictures and ask us about the festival and, where, because we have we have a little carnival there. We have a whole bunch of rides that kids
Well, let's
can
talk about
come
some
and-
of the things that's going to be out there. We know good food.
We
know
definitely
Boudin.
good food. We know good music.
Okay, let's talk
Okay.
about some of the people with the music.
Okay, some of the people with the music. On Friday, we have an outstanding lineup. We begin with Kevin Nakan. Kevin Nakan and his little girls were on the Boudin Festival jingle. They made the little jingle, come to Scott Boudin for the Boudin Festival.
Family United.
Right. Well, you'll see this family come in time and time again when we're speaking. But anyway, he kicks it off on Friday. Then we go to Bag of Donuts, and then Keith Frank wraps it up on Friday night till 12:30 in the morning. So if you like French accordion music, or you like pop, or you like Zydeco, we got you covered. We got that all on Friday. So we're asking the people to come down. We have a real great lineup. Saturday and Sunday, we also have some great bands. I'd like to talk about some of the other things we have. We have an arts and crafts fair, and it has sold out, I'm proud to say, for the 7th year in a row. And I've been the arts and crafts director since the start. We lined up everybody and they asked for whoever wanted to volunteer, step forward, and everybody stepped back. And I was the lone one standing. So
okay.
we have 44 vendor booths. We have an array of artists, a lot of handcrafted material, unique items that can only be found at these type of events. And we go Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. in the arts and crafts. And they have some beautiful stuff there. You really need to make a point to come to the arts and crafts area in front of the maintenance building. We call it the Corolla community because Tanya Corolla was one of the founding board members, and she lost her life to medical issues.
Okay.
And I did that as an honor to her because she was really a big part in helping me with arts and crafts.
Well, I'm here to tell you, I notice a lot of people are doing that in memory of someone who made a huge contribution to the community, and I think that's amazing.
Right.
Even to the point where I think the name was changed because of the
Right.
name of the street was not encouraging. So doing something like that is an honor to the family. It's a legacy
Yes, it is.
passed on of appreciation.
And it's family. Now, every time I hear family, let's go into the carnival rides. We have the Jimbo Miller family. Jimbo Miller brings his entire family down here, and they run the festival for us. They do all the arts and all the carnival rides. And Mr. Jimbo is a special kind of guy.
Where's he from?
He's from Jennings.
Jennings?
Lake Arthur, Jennings, Lake
ways
Arthur
from
area.
here.
He's a long ways from here. But
Community.
we are under contract with Jimbo and his family. We love those guys. They do a tremendous job for us, and they come back each and every time. So we're really looking forward to that. That's a big part of our show. And Sunday is going to be a free family fun day. Here's the word family again.
There you go.
And it's free. And from 2 to 4, we do a lot of special activities for the kids. We have a rock climbing wall. We have reptiles that you can pet. We have all kind of good things. We have fireworks at 10 o'clock on Saturday night. We have a very special surprise. I'm not at liberty to talk about it, but I
No.
can tell you it's going to happen Friday just after the sun goes down. And all I'm going to tell you, look up.
You want to be there for that.
You have to be there to see
You
it.
have to be there, see it, and wait till it's dark and look up, and that's all I can say.
Must be something really amazing.
I think it is.
Okay,
I think
okay.
it is.
All right, well, listen here. I know that we have quite a few minutes left. I'm not too sure at this particular time, but what is it you're holding down there? Is there anything else that we haven't talked about?
Yeah, well, food.
Well, let's do
Boudin.
it. Well, let's talk.
Boudin. We have 9 food vendors, and each one of the major Boudin producers in Scott are going to be there.
Name them.
Don's Specialty Meats, Nunu's, The Best Stop, Billy's, Romero's, and Renard's. Now, these people are the ones that produce this ungodly amount of Boudin, and some of them sell 18,000 pounds of Boudin a day. They ship it out. It's unbelievable, and we're all in Lent, but there is seafood Boudin for someone who really doesn't want to go in that area. We do have some seafood Boudin, so regardless of what you need and what you like, we got you covered.
There you go. And for those that don't understand Lent because you're not of the Catholic denomination, it's a special time where you're not to eat meat. So
Right.
leave it up to the Cajun to come up with something.
Right.
else.
After Mardi Gras, you know, we raise a ruckus for Mardi Gras, and then we go 6 weeks where we repent and we
We're hungry.
buy certain food, and then we come back on strong. And normally we like to have it after Easter, but we don't want to go against Festival International, who happens to be right after Easter.
Right.
So we decided on the better part to come inside there.
Well, I think you
And-
made the right decision.
Right. Now I'd like to talk about the rest of the music lineup and some of the contests we have.
Good.
Okay, on Saturday, we start off with good friends of mine, Warren Storm, Willie T. in Cypress, and they're going to have a special guest, Chike Hewland. A not so special guest, I'll be playing trumpet, but I'm not special.
Oh, you're going to
Then-
play the trumpet.
Oh, yeah. It's been 51 years since I played, but I'll
Oh,
try.
all right. Got to see that.
Then after that, we have Nickel Beer, the band. Then we have Dustin Saunier, and then Molly Ringwalds, and then Chris Ardwin is going to close it up on Saturday night.
Is this all posted on the website so people can get the schedule?
Oh, yes. Yes,
Okay,
it is.
then we encourage you to check out that website
Right.
for all this information.
And then on Sunday, you can go to 10 o'clock Catholic Mass. We will have the Mass on the grounds. At 11:30 is Bobby Page and
Wait
the
a minute,
Swamp.
at the festival
At the
itself?
festival, yes.
Well, is that something new? Has it been going on?
Second year.
No excuses now,
No
huh?
excuses now. You can make Mass and you can make the festival. We got you covered.
That's amazing.
Okay, so after Bobby Page and Swamp Bob, then we go to Gino Delafosse, and Little Nate is going to wrap it up. And we close at 7 o'clock. And the thing that I found most amusing at the festival and most memorable, the first year, when the last sound of the music stopped, the fire engines were behind us, and they wailed those sirens over and over to signal the end of the festival. It gave me chills.
Wow. And they're going to do that every year?
Every year. They better.
They matter. That's no ifs, buts, and ands. You get the message.
Right.
You hear the fire engines. Time to go.
Now we have 3 competitions.
Yeah, what is that about?
Okay, we have a Boudin eating contest. That is going to be Saturday at 5 o'clock. All the Boudin you can eat in 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Sorry, no doggy bags. We're not going to send anyone back. On Sunday, we have a Cajun dance competition at 1:30, and then at 4 o'clock we have a Zydeco dance competition, and we have some monetary prizes for those who are good enough to win those.
Well, you sound like you're going to have a whole lot of good food, good fun, just a good outing. No excuses. Go to church too.
Good queens.
Good queens and learn about what Scott's about.
And all these contests are really fun to watch as well.
Yeah,
You know,
like
if you don't
what
want to
kind of
participate, you got to
these-
come and watch.
That's right. Now, sometimes other television stations will give us a glimpse of people trying to win the contest and then, of course, briefly then show you who wins it. But I bet it's funny. Now, I have a question out of the box.
All right.
That's me. Can you specify the seasoning in the boudin before you enter the contest? Mild, extra spicy, what is it?
No, you cannot.
can't tell
You
us?
cannot specify it, but I will tell you. One year,
Spicy?
it's medium.
normal?
It's
Okay.
medium. It's normal. One year, the competition was decided by 1/100th of a pound. We had one gentleman who ate 3.14 pounds of boudin in 3 minutes, and one who ate 3.13. That's a tough loss. That's
What?
a tough loss.
Didn't you say it was like by
Did
a
you
couple
have
grains of rice?
A couple of grains of rice will be. We tried to measure how much is that. So we put 3 grains of rice,
That was interesting. I
and that
bet.
was the one.
Wow. You have the medics on the side just in case.
Acadian ambulance is right there on the seat. Believe me, we're ready to go. And we're hoping for great weather. We've been under heavy rains for the past 3 festivals, and we have been extremely lucky because the rain has gone around us or just ignored us or just not appeared. So we're
Have your umbrellas, but we're believing you won't have to use them.
exactly.
I
Expect it to be 80 degrees, so
Oh,
it should be pretty wet.
Don't let anything
And we
stop a good
have a
time.
lot of tents put all over. We have a tent for the handicap where we can come, and it's got its flooring and all that. So we have a nice floor for dancing, the dance contest. We have it ringed off right in front of the stage, and it's just an unbelievable weekend.
Pet friendly? Can you bring animals?
It's
Okay,
not
the reason I bring that
pet
up is when you
friendly.
let people know.
It's not pet friendly.
Okay.
We do not want pets.
And you don't want golf carts.
Okay, see, we need to say what not to. 'cause
Okay,
you
well,
know-
she's my do and my don't
Okay, you
girl
do,
for
lady.
today.
Yeah, so you don't want to bring golf carts, you don't want to bring pets, you don't want to bring outside food or drink, or ice chest.
Okay, great.
Those are not allowed. But you can definitely bring a bag chair, blanket, your ID, cash card, phone, of course, take pictures. All those things are accepted.
Well, that's good, because the only reason I brought that up is that one year I had asked that question and no one ever talked about it. So we're out here to tell you, it's all good except pets. I'm sorry. You have to go to
Because
another
look, animals
event.
love Boudin too.
Well, of
so you would
course.
have a problem.
Yeah, well, maybe that's an idea for another festival coming up. No, we have
Yes.
some
Now,
awesome-
we'll have some reptiles, but we don't consider those in the pet realm.
No, that'd be one area that I'd be far away from.
They
Don't
were
care
cool
how
last year.
big, or if it's a friendly one or not. If it's a snake, I'm not there.
Let me just add something too. On Saturday, I will be there with all the visiting queens from other festivals. So there'll be visiting queens on Saturday where you can meet queens from all festivals throughout Louisiana.
And those dates again, people, let's just say the dates, because we have 3 minutes left in the show.
April 5th, 6th, and 7th, 2019, in front of City Hall in Scott, Lions Club Road.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
This Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Sha. We start at 5 o'clock on Friday, we start at 10 o'clock on Saturday, and we start at 9 o'clock on Sunday.
All on the webpage. All on the webpage.
All on the webpage.
Okay.
Did we talk about volunteers?
Oh, again, let's do it.
We need some volunteers. If you want to get to be a big part of a festival, we're very proud of our festival. We hear good things about our festival. We get calls from all over the United States. People plan their vacations to come down here during
Yes.
the Boudin Festival. And it takes volunteers. And if you have 4 hours you can spare on Sunday, we'd like you to come talk to us. We'll work with you. And please, let your wishes be known.
Do they have to live in this area to volunteer?
Unfortunately, they don't. I don't even live in Scott.
Okay, well, I'm just saying,
I don't live in Scott, but I was born in Scott,
Well-
right around from City Hall. My grandpa lived there, and my heart is in Scott.
And that's a great way to find out what's going on, is get right in the middle of all of it and learn.
Well, it's where the West begins and the Boudin never
There
ends.
you go.
How can you go wrong?
You're right about that. And Queen 2019, is there anything you'd like to add before the rolling credits start closing us out?
Yes, so there are people that come from all over the United States to come. We actually had some people last year who came from Canada, and I got to meet them. So you can be expected to meet lots and lots of people. I am excited to meet as many people, so feel free to come up and get to know me. I will be available for pictures and for visiting at any point in the festival.
Well, as a transplant, I have been here now 50 years, and I can tell you, once you get here, it's kind of hard to leave.
It's impossible.
And if you leave, you surely come back.
Definitely.
It's amazing. It's the family unit. It's the fun time. It's not, just about one thing. It's about the people and the towns. And thank you so much for coming out here today. And congratulations again on being newly crowned
Thank you for having me.
Scott Boudin Festival Queen. And sir, thank you for coming back and sharing with us. And we'll have you come back and share the total complete story of how this was organized from the beginning to the end.
Well, Miss Sudi,
On another day.
I love your name, Miss Sudi.
Thank you.
I love me some Miss
And I'm so
Sudi.
proud you say it correct.
Oh, I'm proud. I can say it correct. Sudi.
Sudi, hey, I'm so proud to be a part of Acadiana. And Acadiana Open Channel gives us this opportunity to come in and share what all these good people are doing. And it's not only just food, it's talent, it's stories, it's nonprofits, it's all kinds of good stuff. So anytime you want to share something going on, Acadiana Open Channel allows the opportunity. So share the word, everybody out there. Be sure to know that this is just one of many festivals that you will be seeing our queen at, right?
Come on out.
There you go. Thank you for watching. And remember, every Monday night just might be you, or also these two people here coming back on the show and telling us what happened.
Love to.
All right. Thank you for watching.